knowledge
There we
adventure.
go. Digitized sound. So I had to run it $3.
Get smart.
Have fun. Get smart. Right, full effects. Yep. Modify windows. So speed. Let's try speed. See if it works this time. But yeah, we haven't touched on a knowledge adventure game for a while. Apparently there's shitloads. Like, there's been heaps that have come out since, like, 3D Body Adventure, Dinosaur Adventure, all those sort of ones. And yeah, I haven't really touched on this one before. Well, I'm guessing it's about, you know, technological stuffs that do speed. So is this it? Just a movie? And we can just... Speed... Oh, there's... Games. Okay. Simulation. Speed of thought. Human speed roll. Oh, okay, okay. Alright, yeah, let's watch Speed then. Yeah, I thought there'd be more interactive stuff for this one, but no, I can sit down and watch a movie as well. In the dawn of time, cavemen had not yet found drugs like speed. Oh, there's a caveman. A big caveman, apparently. And I don't think I get an option to do this full screen either, but anyway, see how we go. I was on a forum the other day and they were talking about this stop motion animated thing about cavemen called Gogs. Gotta love that. That used to be on TV. Lots of nudity and poop jokes. Just unexpected for a kid's TV in its time. Yeah, good shot, mate. Don't what? Oh, you missed. Okay. I'm not really sure. Like, I guess if this takes up the whole CD, it's going to be like a full-blown movie, but let's see how we go. And pretty sure, is that... Why is there a tiger there? Better not be from Joe Exotic's place or he's going to get put down. Ah, I was trying to mute to vape and I paused it. Sorry, guys. Yeah, just keep going. Oh shit, that escalated quickly. One way for getting away from a tiger, I suppose. I do love the caveman, sounds like Macho Man Randy Savage as well.
Someone once said, if all the cars in the world were lined up end to end, some idiot would try to pass them. Well, whoever said that certainly knew something about human nature. For no matter how fast we have been able to move during human history, there has always been someone who wanted to move faster yet. The motivations behind the desire for greater speed differ widely. For one common thread can be found in the speed demons' willingness to risk life and limits they attempt to defy the physical laws of nature in the universe. This film is an examination of various aspects of speed on the ground, in the air, and in space.
Is that the Micro Machines guy? That's awesome if they got him. Yeah, okay, so this is an actual movie. Alright. Speed. And yeah, not the Keanu Reeves one, obviously.
Imagination is more important than knowledge.
Albert Einstein considered imagination crucial to our quest for speed, and I wouldn't want to disagree with him. My name is James Burke, and I'm going to examine why the development of speed has always been a case of mind over matter. The science of speed has progressed through a series of imaginative discoveries. One idea leads to another. Each time an invention is refined and improved, it allows us to go that bit faster.
Wagon wheels of the old west.
In 1839, a Scottish blacksmith named Kirkpatrick Macmillan took an invention that had been around for centuries, the wheel, and put a completely new spin on it.
What do you think he's making in there? I don't know.
Get away from there! What are you doing there? Hey, boy!
Like most inventions that allowed us to go faster, this one was the work of a stubborn, independent dreamer.
Oh, that'd be rough as guts though, without, because that'd just be, you know, metal ring around like a wooden frame.
Macmillan realized that his legs would generate more power if he put two swinging cranks on the rear wheel of a hobby horse. He was using the principle of leverage.
Someone's had a
to
dub
boost
in the
power.
voice too. Nice.
I'm going too fast! I should have brakes up! Piper! Look out ahead! Oh, I cannot stop making traveling!
Oh, you could have
Self-propelled bicycle
ridden
had
over
no
one of
gears,
those bagpipe
no brakes,
guys.
no
Take one
rubber
of them out
tires.
at least.
But it was a beginning.
How fast can it go?
How fast? Well, what would you say to about 10 miles in an hour?
10 miles in an hour. Oh.
The development of science is like a relay race run through the centuries. Each time we pass on the torch of imagination from one generation to the next, we carry the original idea one stage further. The top speed of the bicycle is limited by factors like gravity, friction, and wind resistance. In fact, achieving greater speed with any vehicle is a triumph of imagination over the laws of physics. This human-powered vehicle is really a cycle in a fiberglass shell that's cleverly shaped to slice through the air with as little wind resistance as possible. Although it's driven by the same energy source Macmillan used, muscle power, this lightweight, streamlined vehicle can go 6 times as fast as the
Bloody
original
hell, that's
bicycle.
pretty good.
Not bad.
For a bike,
But what
yeah.
if you want to go even faster?
60 miles, 100 k's, roundabout.
When it comes to speed, muscle is no match for machine. The Stanley steamer could breeze along at over a mile a minute, which frightened some skeptics. I mean, the air might rush by so fast. the
Imagine they
motorists wouldn't be
cried
able to
out
breathe,
witchcraft.
They thought. By 1906, a Stanley steamer racing car reached 127 miles an hour. But there was one problem. Steam cars needed 2 separate systems, one to make steam and the other to propel the car.
Damn kids and their
Ultimately,
witchcraft
though,
motor vehicles.
Steam could not compete with a more effective invention.
Oh, hang
the
on, that's
internal
steam powered?
combustion engine.
Shit, that's pretty good. 120 miles an hour with a steam engine? Well, I suppose, yeah, with your trains and stuff like that, makes a bit more sense.
Although the internal combustion engine hasn't changed much over the years, little refinements have made cars faster and faster. But as the speed of cars increased, so too did the dangers.
Isn't this from the start of like Manos, the Hands of Fate? Enough to find a place to stay to meet
And in the
Torgo.
process, they advanced the technology of speed. But often, they pursued speed at the expense of safety.
Jeez, the throttle's stuck.
What?
The throttle's
Is
stuck.
something wrong?
Nothing major.
Oh yeah, just no fucking brakes. The throttle's stuck on. Oh, they didn't crash into two guys carrying a plate of glass? It's my brother Billy, he's about to kill someone. This is from an actual movie, or did they like just film this as part of the doco? Because this is basically what it is, isn't it? Just a documentary.
That's just Henry. He's always chasing me.
Some of the hot rodders took a somewhat casual attitude towards their own lives, and anybody else's too.
Whoa. Oh, look at the size. I forgot how small the wheels were on those, like, older 20s and 30s cars.
The hot rod was not an elegantly crafted racing machine, but these backyard mechanics improved performance dramatically by modifying the engines. They enlarged cylinders and customized carburetors to alter the mixture of air and gasoline.
Oh yeah, the days before, like, electric lights in your cars as well.
Sit down, you're making me nervous.
Oh, he's making you nervous, righto.
The early hot rodders, like Bill Vukovic, lived in the shadow of risk.
Oh, he actually won a lot of races in the 30s, apparently. Fair enough.
Today, speed is tested not on the road, but on the racetrack. GT race drivers don't go fast just for the fun of it. Speed is now big business.
How's it running?
Well enough. Don't you see with this aero package I'm running out of fourth
We've discovered that the faster we go, the greater the obstacles. For example, the faster you take a curve, the greater the centrifugal force pushing you off course. Cornering ability is crucial. Speed alone is not enough.
Nicky boy, you just blew 2/10 off your best lap.
Have we reached the limit? Well, there is one sure way to make a car go much, much faster. Stick a jet engine in it.
It's one way of doing it. Jesus. Oof. Yeah, get some O4 tuner in the background. Nice. Hopefully it's soft enough that it doesn't get content ID'd either. I've actually never been to a proper drag race before. I haven't been to much racing, to be honest. I've been to the Grand Prix a few times, but that's about it. I actually love driving on the roads because in Melbourne they have it at Albert Park, and so when the Grand Prix is not on, it's just a park with swans and shit. But yeah, the roads are just fantastically maintained because they're driving the F1 cars on it for the races. I remember across from there was Melbourne House / Beam Software's old studio. Remember drive it because that was like a quick way in the city if you didn't want to go through a toll. Just go up past Albert Park. The sky has no limit.
The aeroplane freed us from that most stubborn obstacle to speed, friction between vehicle and ground.
I'm giving this boy a pat for a little while. Here's the boy. You having your sleep? You having your sleep? It's nearly tea time. Don't worry, Matt.
Aviation took a flying leap forward with the invention of the jet engine. Visible limit. An invisible limit was reached.
Throughout time, man has learned to travel faster and faster. But now, in 1946, that progress may be coming to a screeching halt. It now appears to aviators and scientists...
Yeah, that'd be an interesting thing to find on YouTube. They might... I'm sure they got them somewhere, but yeah, like old 40s news serials and stuff like that.
Speeds about 600 miles per hour.
So I remember we went to Winton in outback Queensland and went to their open air theatre in the 90s, and they actually had like the old original projectors from like the 30s and 40s. We got to watch like, you know, like stuff like this, old Three Stooges cartoons. Not cartoons, the live action Three Stooges ones.
As he approached the speed of sound, his airplane suddenly disintegrated.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Reason unknown. Scientists now theorize that at sonic speed, air packs up in front of an airplane like snow before a snowplow, creating an invisible wall that is impossible to penetrate. Many airmen now fear that the speed of sound is the fastest man will ever travel.
Undaunted by previous disasters, aeronautic engineers are pushing ahead.
I'm trying to remember what the speed of sound was. I think it's about 300 meters a second.
Shapes in sophisticated wind tunnels. Their latest design, the Bell X-1, as much a rocket ship as it is an airplane.
Yeah, and then, like, yeah, we're talking about that with Content ID and stuff for YouTube. This was the way you worked around copyright and stuff back in the day. You just, like we saw that with Midnight Movie Madness, you just had all the old trailers for movies and stuff because they were technically in the public domain.
Be America's biggest success or most tragic failure.
Oh, that's one way of doing it, just dropping it. Yeah, save you fuel for the actual flight instead of taking off and landing. Oh, we'll save a bit for the landing, obviously.
It's done it. The X-1 has broken the sound barrier.
Oh, cool.
This is a stunning triumph of imagination and perseverance as man once again conquers the unknown. Mark this day, October 14th, 1947, as test pilot Charles E. Yeager becomes at 700
Oh, that's what we know. Yeah, I forgot that's what Chuck Yeager was known for. Okay. Yeah, because I remember there were a few flight sims and stuff like that endorsed by Chuck Yeager in the 90s as well. I forgot that's specifically what he was famous for. What was that? Douglas Skyrocket? 1961, North American X-15, 2,900 miles an hour. Jesus.
The top speed of the SR-71 is classified information.
You just showed it then, though. Oh, look at that baby.
But when an object hurtles through the atmosphere at perhaps 5 times the speed of sound, it creates quite a stir. The friction of the air rushing past is so great that the surface of the plane heats up to over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay.
Without specially developed metal alloys, the SR-71 would disintegrate in midair.
Oh, is this from like an air show or something? Okay. If I ever get money, I'd like to be able to do it. Like, my granddad flew a Cessna, sort of near the end of his life, and had some fun with it. I remember flying with him a few times.
With control.
Good reason to get fit too, because you're meant to do physicals once a year to make sure you're not going to cark it as you fly in the plane. Yeah, no, I've always had like an interest in flight, just not enough to actually specifically research planes and stuff, but flight sims and stuff I love playing around with.
Smoke on. Adding power. A little more pull.
Because you definitely need communication to fly in formation like that too.
The tremendous thrust created by the jet engine gives the Blue Angels the extra power needed for control in precision flying. The jet engine scoops in cool air and heats it in a chamber. This superheated air expands and forces itself out the rear of the engine, creating enormous thrust. The principle of the jet engine works beautifully, unless, of course, you decide to go someplace where there is
Yeah, because
no
I think
air.
it's got a similar setup to like steam turbines or something. Like you get more thrust based on the amount of pressure you put on air and stuff as well.
It needs no air. On May the 26th, 1969, astronauts aboard Apollo 10 went faster than any humans in history as they returned to Earth after orbiting the moon.
Oh, are they playing some craft work in the background now?
50 years, we've made enormous leaps in the development of speed. We travel faster and further, more than 3 trillion miles a year. Computers can accelerate us to 1 billion calculations a second. Life today is a bewildering kaleidoscope of electronic news and information as a human voice ricochets almost instantaneously around the planet. But in our rush, have we stretched our physical capabilities to the limit? Some say our frenetic pace can only cause us trouble, that hypertension and heart disease are its inevitable result.
What? That's the issue with going too fast? Okay.
Though speed can cause stress, it can also be used to relieve stress. We can learn to ride the forces of nature for both speed and enjoyment.
Yeah, gliders would be fun too, I imagine. You'd want to be able to land it in a proper spot though. You don't want to have to fucking, you know, drag it back to base. I suppose, yeah, like certain areas like that, you'd have the thermal currents that sort of push you up, give you a bit more lift. This wave cannot break the sound barrier.
The surfer traps the power of the wave. The sailor harnesses the wind. Gravity pulls the skier down the mountain. And for children of all ages, speed thrills.
Hey, roller coasters and stuff. God, that's an old school, wasn't it? This one, like the one at Luna Park. Shit legit looks like the one at Luna Park, actually, that one. Because it was basic, it just went around the top of the wall. Oh, we get the loopy-loop. I know the resolution shit, but the bitrate for this video doesn't seem to be too bad. Sort of, you know, peak, you know, 1994 DOS era stuff, but still.
For all our progress...
Oh, fucking naked children again. God damn it. Yeah, banned from Twitch. I'm pretty sure I saw some peen.
We are today only a few steps beyond our distant ancestors. Yet in the next century, space planes will fly at 25 times the speed of sound, and rockets will blast into deep space at 250,000 miles an hour. That's fast, all right, but it can't compare to what Einstein thought was the fastest speed in the universe, the speed of light.
Yeah, I've always loved the theories behind breaking the light barrier.
The fastest we can ever go. Or, as some scientists now think, is it possible that the only real speed limits in the universe are the limits we place on our own imagination?
Because it always seems to come down to, yeah, just the amount of power you need to get to certain speeds. Seems to be the biggest issue. But yeah, really all we can do is speculate. Like, I don't think we're going to get to that stage in my lifetime. I don't know. I imagine Elon Musk has got a few years ahead of him. Might figure something out. You just get... That's one way to end your documentary, just fancy light show. Alright. Yeah, right, we get it. We're super fast, sure. It's like the end of 2001: A Space Odyssey, isn't it? It just fucking waffles on for a little while, doesn't it? Greg McGillivray. Yeah, fair enough. That's sounds about right for a CD from '94, having about a half hour on a for like a half-hour movie. Because what else would have been? Yeah, I'd say, what was it? Mad Dog McCree would have had about 25-30 minutes of video in it. And it was sort of before the days of like CDs hadn't quite gotten up to 700 megs yet, if I remember correctly. Alright, no, that's fair enough. Alright, so what other videos do we get as part of this thing? Simulation, speed of thought, human speed, roller coaster, extended learning module. Okay, let's see what the... Click here to race the speed of thought.
Welcome to the Speed Raceway. The raceway where you get to race the zapping synaptic impulses of your brain against the world's fastest competitors.
He's got the brain going.
Click on any of the 3 start buttons to begin the race.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 minute, 1 second to 5 minutes. Race the speed of thought in very slow motion. 1 second equals 5 minutes. Okay. Oh. Speed of thought actually isn't as fast as I thought it was. Look at that cheetah. Look at the guy just going, oh, I don't have any machinery. Yeah, fair enough. Alright, let's race that in super slow-mo. That's a good way to... They're probably just playing the same video at different speeds too. Alright. So that was a space rocket. Oh yeah, like the lunar lander or something from the looks of that. Then the... What was it? The X-17. Very slow. And just everything's all been left in the dust, even brain guy there. Okay. Human speed. Oh, that's different. I wasn't expecting the FMV thing for that. Oh, well, no, like a computer animated FMV at the very least. You have to do hurdles and then the pole vault and then keep running. Poor bastard. I'm impressed that there. That's an athlete's heart rate right there. 120's my resting fucking maximum. The weight's coming off though. I've started eating a little bit less and I've lost like 2 kilos in the last week and a half, so I've been happy with that. Just need to, just keep going on it. Because, yeah, like the weight's the big thing. I got to get rid of the weight before I do exercise and toning. I'm trying to stretch out the shoulder as well. Because I get a bit of bursitis in the shoulder, which is a bit sore. But, yeah, we're getting there. Alright. So yeah, just computer animated roller coaster. Okay. Oh yeah, there's that speed. Oh, that's showing off the G's as well for each bit. Okay. And I love that too, like you play like Roller Coaster Tycoon or those sort of games, and you can like have the first person's... No, you couldn't do it in Roller Coaster Tycoon, I realised. When you got to the 3D ones, yeah, you could like have your own, make your own roller coaster and ride around it. And just sort of, that was only a few years after this game came out too. What's the learning module? Oh, we do we get any more video or anything like that? Oh, hang on. Can we go back? Wind power, see manual. Make a model sailboat to demonstrate how wind moves and ships and boats across the ocean. Oh, you can actually... Oh, righto. You just teach yourself how to make a boat. Yeah, I remember doing that in school. I guess, yeah, this came with like a manual or something like that. So what else we got? Game simulations, print, back to the movie. What other simulations were? No, that was it for simulations. Okay, just check the games, I suppose. Speed matching, speed reading, amazing speed. Okay, we'll do speed reading for a quick look. Listen up, you're in the halls of speed. Clock ticking. Oh, you're going to read it out for me.
Halls of speed. Clock's ticking, time's moving. The object of the game is to learn to read and retain as quickly and efficiently as is humanly possible. Move forward by pushing your mouse. Stop when the writing appears. Read it, learn it, then click your mouse to make it go away.
Okay. Righto. Click mouse. Here we go. Hurricanes. These whirling cyclonic storms develop most often in tropic waters. As warm water fills up storm, fills an outburst, generates swelling winds.
Now twice more. After you finish the 3 sets of speed facts, you'll run smack dab into a question. Read and click. Move forward until you hit the answers. Then pick the right one and click the box away.
Okay. Yep, click the box away. I think storms are called hurricanes in the Pacific, they're typhoons. Chinese word meaning great wind. Great wind. Okay. Pacific typhoons often are much more deadly than their Atlantic counterparts because they have so much ocean over which to develop before striking land. Okay. Question 1. The word typhoon literally means swirling wind, kill storm, great wind. So it was C.
Drive forward into the room of decision. At the left side of the room is the return to movie button, just in case you want to escape. But I'd recommend that you keep blazing forward. Move in so that the letter of the correct answer fills your screen. And click. Speed. It's of the essence.
Okay. Alright, so it's C.
Great! You made it to level 2. With each new level, you'll notice that the walls of the halls of speed have changed. If you miss a question, you'll have to repeat the question. So read carefully.
Okay. There's a rumor that cockroaches are immune to radiation will one day take over the Earth. They've also been said they've been around since the beginning of time. Parts of the rumor are no doubt partly true. In fact, the cockroach is one of the fastest moving insects, clocking at 3.6 miles per hour or 50 bobbleheads per second. Okay. Oh shit, I think we just crashed the game. Yeah, we just crashed the game. Alright, no, we read too fast. We're too fast for the game. Alright. No, we'll leave it there. We did our 3 today.
I'm watching Death Sandals video, by the way. That's who the person is.
And it is a
So if you want to watch a full playthrough, Death Sandals